Hey, everybody. It's Nate, Hans, and Doug. Just over half of the Rethinking Porn Addiction. 3/5.
Right.
We just wanted to jump in today. I realized we didn't do an episode last week, and this week we're also going to skip out on a full episode, but we did want to jump in and say hello and let you know a couple of important things. Hans, do you want to share the big announcement? Since you put some time and effort into it.
Thanks. As of middle of last week, the shows are now available on most major podcast platforms. We've published 12 of the episodes so far, and we'll just start doing that weekly now. But they're available on Spotify, most of the other major platforms. Soon to be released on Apple also. We're just waiting for the formal approval process there.
Yep. So they should be available on iTunes in the next couple of days, and whatever podcast platform you listen to, you should be able to find the Rethinking Porn Addiction show on. What should they search for if they want to find it?
Sorry, yeah. The podcast itself is titled The Sexual Health Show, and Rethinking Porn Addiction is our Porn Addiction is the season 1 series that we're in right now. So The Sexual Health Show, we could actually, probably a good idea to post that on, or find a space to put that on our Rethinking Porn landing page and in the Facebook group also.
For sure.
So we can tell people you can find us on your podcast app at The Sexual Health Show.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. Wonderful.
Thanks, Doug.
Thank you.
So that's exciting, especially if you are new to these conversations and want to play catch up. I think sitting in front of your computer screen and watching the videos can kind of, it can be difficult to carve out that much time to just sit and listen. But if you wanted to toss in your earbuds, or if you have a commute, or if you're going for a walk or hitting up the gym, we would love to join you in your workout or on your drive. And you can catch up on all these amazing conversations. That being said, we do have a fun conversation lined up for next week. Whenever we plan these things, this has been a really organic process. We kind of we talk for an hour, and then we do a quick recap after our conversation and say, okay, what's the next logical step? And the last conversation that we had was about sexual shame. And we talked a lot about where it comes from, what it is, how damaging it can be, but we didn't provide a lot of clarity around what the next step is. If you're experiencing sexual shame, what do you do about it? And this next conversation that we're having is going to be about that, specifically about, I think the premise is Emily Nagoski's analogy of your sexual garden, and we'll dive more into that in the next conversation next Monday at 2:00 Pacific, 3:00 Mountain, 5:00 Eastern.
Yes,
Yep.
That's right.
Doug, do you have any thoughts that you want to share, or anything you want to say to get our listeners / viewers excited?
About sexual shame is that it focuses on the emotions. It's an emotional experience. Shame, it's visceral, it's felt in the body. But one of the primary sources of sexual shame is a conflict that someone has about who or what or in what way they believe they're supposed to be sexual, that conflicts with who they are sexually. And that particular conflict can be a source of a lot of shame for people.
Yes, absolutely. And I think giving people a framework to help them deal with some of those emotions and conflicts is going to be really powerful for a lot of people. So I hope you join us. Please share the podcast, share the Facebook group, share the YouTube channel with friends and family members who you think might benefit from it. And we'll be back in exactly 1 week minus 5 minutes.
with Kristen and Jake.
With Kristen and Jake. The whole team will be back together again. And we'll have some new, fresh content for you. We're excited to see you. Do you guys have anything else you want to add?
Thank you for hosting and making this such a clear idea of what we're going to do next week. I appreciate it.
Yep. Bye, guys.